Hello, everyone. So I want to give a bit of a progress report of sorts to how this completely DIY Eurorack-style modular synth project is going. And I've made a lot of progress. As you can see, I have a bunch of modules working on a mixer module. This was done, but I fried the op amp on it, so I have to replace that. But I want to actually talk more about the sounds that are coming out. Now, at the beginning of this video, I included the little sample of the sounds that are coming out of both the drum fuck and the snare devil, so the kick sound and the snare sound. And they're not great. And I also showed off kind of how the Beat Me clock module works. So basically, this dial, this little controls the overall BPMs, the main clock speed, and these are actually divisions or multiplications of the main, depending on how you move it. So if you turn it to the left, it divides. No, it multiplies. If you turn it to right, it divides. So it gets faster or slower as a fraction or multiple or whatever of the main clock. So the main clock is coming out this, which goes into the kick, and the snare is in this sort of channel 1 augmentation of the main clock. So that's why when I was turning this, it would start getting like fast and slow and whatnot, but always as kind of like a multiple. So either like 2, 4, 8 times or divided by the main beat. Anyway, so that's the clock. And I like how this works. And this is fine as it is. It's the actual voices and sounds coming out. And that's where the problem lies. And it's all due to this. This is a knockoff Arduino Nano. These things are dirt cheap. You know, you can pick up a bulk pack of them for less than 20 bucks, you know, and get like dozens. So they're pretty cheap, especially the knockoff, but not great for sound generation. I didn't really know that, or I thought it would at least be good enough, given that they're cheap as chips. I was willing to take the risk. But the sounds that come out of it are not great. So the only real sound out is the, PWM, the pulse width modulation. So essentially out of one of these pins, it's sending out a square wave essentially as a 0, 1. So it's like a digital out. And then you need to take that square wave and smush it down into something usable. So in the case of like the snare devil or the drum fuck, because they use the same circuit, you have to go through this. There's what they call an RC filter. So it's a resistance capacitor. This is a 2-pole. So you're going through resistor and capacitor twice to sort of like tame that square wave coming out of the PWM pin to turn it into something modular, something analog before you put it into the op amp. That's what this chip is here that amplifies the signal. You put it through a couple more resistors, put it through electrolytic capacitor and out into the audio out jack. So you're actually getting an analog sound out of, an output that is definitely not true audio, not true analog audio. And that's fine if you want to create like a buzzer or tone generator or something really, really basic and simple like that. That's essentially what the Arduino Nano is for, in terms of its sound that it's putting out. Now, I thought that would be okay since, one, I'm just trying to generate a basic, each one of these modules creates a basic sound. So this is a basic snare-like sound. And it's okay. I was even okay, of course, with it being even more kind of lo-fi and a little messy because, I do noise industrial music, so that's kind of on par. But it's a little weak. It's a little, I don't know. It's a little too lo-fi, I guess, for me. So I'm not thrilled. In fact, what you heard, I had to, in post-processing, really turn up the gain. So, I mean, this is a problem, I think. I'm currently experimenting with whatever I can do, both code-wise. Maybe my code isn't up to par and I'm just not producing the right the right signals. Maybe my shaping of the sound is not great on the code, but also hardware-wise, maybe I need a different different capacitor. This capacitor is 10 NF. Maybe I should do a 22. Maybe I need to do more than 2 poles. Maybe I need a third or fourth rung on this resistance ladder. I'm not really sure. I can play around with that to try to coax a better sound out of this, what's coming out there, Arduino Nano. Again, I don't feel like it should be that complicated because, yeah, this is very simplistic. This isn't made for high-quality sound, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to create a wave of sound that sounds relatively like a messy kick or a messy snare. There's also a sort of like a carrier wave going on too that is hard to get rid of. Like I think I got rid of it in the sense that what you hear at the beginning of this video is a little fine-tuned. So I kind of, it's very, very low, but it's there. There's like an audio whine. And it only gets worse, and this is the problem with the mixer. It only gets worse when you're then trying to take 2 different voices and mix them together, and they both have that low kind of a whine carrier signal. So you're hearing the, but it's kind of smushing together and amplifying the carrier wave whine. So it only gets worse when you start combining sounds, and then when you run the combined signal through an amp to try to increase gain for the out, it gets even worse. So, what are the options? I don't know. I could still continue to play around with again, the post-processing. Maybe there's something I can do here to clean it up. Maybe I need to go to a microcontroller that isn't, so set something that's made for audio, like a daisy seed or something like that, or even like a teensy. I do have a teensy that maybe I could work something out, and basically use a more powerful, better audio controller specifically for the voices. Now this Arduino Nano, fine for something like Beat Me or other, like if it's a clock, if it's a basic logic sort of module, that would be fine. So I'll definitely use the Arduino Nanos even if I need to move on to something else. But we'll see. And I'm actually going to an even more extreme experiment, or I guess you would say, because the people who make the Daisy Seed, which is a microcontroller specifically made for generating audio, it's used in a lot of like, effects pedals and even Eurorack modules use it. So it's made for that, but they actually specifically have a board that is basically a complete setup. It's everything you need except for the front panel and dials. So you add whatever knobs you want and outputs, and then you just plug it into a pre-made board that has all the, the Daisy Seed hardware built into it. And it's actually it's literally made to work to a Eurorack standard in terms of power and output and everything. And mine is not. So this system is only 5 volts. It does put out a weaker signal just in general because it really is. I try to make it all Arduino friendly. And so it's not true Eurorack in that sense. So it's only 5 volts as opposed to, Eurorack running on, was it like 10 volts, I believe. So, which would fry an Arduino. So here we are. It's a fun experiment. I don't consider it a failure or anything like that because, again, it's a learning process. I didn't know anything about hobby electronics, not really. Like I had some stuff that I would use to fix things here and there or kind of play around with making an LED light up, but I didn't have a lot of experience. And so this was a fun, again, it's a project about building stuff. It's a project about creating music, but it's also gives me something to do and it challenges my brain, which is really nice. So my aging, decaying brain is being kept functional by these pursuits, but I like the figuring out the puzzle. So this was a beautiful puzzle to have figured out. It's exciting. Again, maybe with a little more intense post-processing circuit, I can coax better sounds out of these Arduino Nanos. Maybe I need to move on to something else. I do have a Daisy patch, which is the essentially a board that is all in one plug and play Eurorack. So that will be kind of like I guess in a way, kind of like a cheat because it's basically made. It's also more expensive. They're like $20 a piece. So still cheaper than getting a Eurorack module, which the cheap ones are $150, you know, if you're looking at like the 2 HP modules. So in the grand scheme of things, heck of a lot cheaper, and you can fully customize it. So maybe that's the way I go in the future. Maybe I forgo this Arduino rack system of 5 volts and Arduino Nanos, and I move to a daisy seed system where it's essentially a true Eurorack. So don't be surprised if we go in that direction, because this is not really the sound we're going for. If I was doing like a chip tune, like a super lo-fi chip tune setup, I mean, this is perfect as is, because that's essentially what these things are generating, is like a chip tune. But I want something with a little bit more body to it, a little bit more life. Again, still kind of like grungy and lo-fi and rough, but it has to have a little bit of soul, a little bit of beefiness to it, and you don't get that out of Arduino Nano. Anyway, so I hope this sums it all up, the current status of things. Again, I'm very excited. I've gotten into a lot of fun doing fun panels. I've been showing these on my shorts. This is the sort of a multi-voice drone. I've been calling it the El Chorus or something. I don't know, something along those lines. Spray painting my panels to make them look super pretty. So I still hope to make something of this, but maybe this is powered by the Daisy Patch Eurorack. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. I'm also exploring. I'm going to do a separate video talking about it, but I'm also, or maybe I'll just do a short about it, but I'm also experimenting with shrinking down my panels. So this is basically the start of a beat me, but 1/3 the size. So we'll see how that works out. I may still go ahead and basically maybe I'll even just take the guts out of this, the board out of this, and just plug it onto that. But I like small modules. Like, I'm obsessed with the 2 HP Eurorack modules. And if I ever got into true Eurorack and was buying modules, I'd probably buy a bunch of those because I like the compactness. Something about that appeals to me. But in any case, I'm rambling. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you updated. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe.